stream! Woohoo! Beat Kazuha. Beat Kazuha. Cause I decided that I was just gonna use a different team for today. I don't know if that's gonna be a good idea necessarily. Also, I just realized Genshin is like not as loud as it should be, so give me a second. And let me also make sure chat is the way it should be. Alright. But I decided today that we're gonna be continuing, or more like starting, because we never actually started it, Neuvillette's story quest. And while we're at it, I thought that, I don't know if sometime during it, or maybe before I end stream— oh boy! Before I end stream today, I wanted to talk a little bit about what, and the ideas that I had for—
follow the wind.
What's it? The ideas I had for celebrating 200 subscribers. So I'll probably share that more towards the end of stream. But hello, Gaming Raptor! Welcome to the stream! How you doing? How are you? I did not mean to. I did not mean to jump off the ledge. That's what I get for just jumping around. But yeah, this is not my normal Genshin team. I usually have a different team. But I was like, since Kazuha's on the banner, might as well pull out the team that I have him on, even though this isn't really a good team composition for him. It's whatever. It works out for what I'll need today, I think. Can I climb here? Will it let me? Ah, no! Okay, maybe. If I can, like, stand on this ledge here. Please? I'm just trying to climb up! Okay. Now, Kazuha, if you would so kindly just stick to the wall? Yes, thank you. Very good, you're doing great! I'm glad! I'm glad, it's good to be very good, rather than not good at all. Alright. I finally made it. I finally made it! So we'll just, get started, I guess? I don't know. I know a little bit of what this story quest is going to be about, but not, like, a lot, I'd say. Oops. Did the game crash? Go long way around? Oh, the YouTube lags. I made it! Don't worry, I made it. I made it. Okay. Let us go talk with Mr. Old Dragon himself. Old Dragon, but not— and I think this takes place before the Archon quest, the Fontaine Archon quest, because I don't think he's quite who he is.
Wait, did
that
I
makes
hear
sense.
that right? Monsieur Neuvillette, are you sure you'd like to take over the case yourself?
A case?
That's right.
What case?
No, but why? Technically speaking, cases like this are better left to the guards.
The guards!
Neuvillette! Sabine! Hey there! What are you two talking about?
I have no clue.
Traveler in Paimon, please help me talk our Chief Justice out of this. He wants to investigate a case on his own.
And why is that a big
This is
deal?
completely unprecedented. How can we have the Udex acting like a private detective?
I can't decide if I want to say starting a new job or I can introduce you to some amazing detectives, because the Traveler does know of a couple of detectives at this point. Mainly Peiso. But who else? Who else does the Traveler know who's like detective-y, sort of? It's only Heijo, right? Like the violet, like, or what's his hair color? Like purple, reddish? From Inazuma? Now let's ask him if he's starting a new job. So, Mr. Neuvillette, are you starting a new job?
Thank you for your concern, but I currently have no such plans.
Aw, man, that sounded kind of exciting. I would have oh, second option? Ah, sorry! I need to wait a little bit more before I choose an option. Oh, we talking about Heijo? Yeah! Because the Traveler was trying to introduce some detective friends to our Mr. Neuvillette here. But
Oh, apologies. I
I
took
instead-
your question in earnest.
I instead
but
asked him if he
it
was
now
getting a
occurs
new
to me that
job.
it was most likely in jest.
So, what is it exactly? It sure sounds serious if it's something you've got to investigate personally.
A Melusine named Kiara received a threat letter.
A threat letter?
And then?
That is all the information I have acquired at this stage.
Chat laggy? Yeah, I wonder... With the way... Well, I also just in general with YouTube, there's usually a bit of chat lag from the live stream. But... I don't know why on the stream itself there's a chat delay, because the chat delay on my settings is like all the way down to 0. So it should show up as soon as people write stuff, but for some reason it just doesn't. And I've tried fixing it and it just does not get fixed.
I have no idea why you're so hung up over this.
Because usually there's a couple seconds delay with YouTube.
I've checked the schedule in advance, and it seems like there aren't any trials today. So, if you insist, I have no objections.
I love their little hands. They
Thank
look
you
like
for understanding.
mittens. The Melusines look like they have mittens.
Then I shall return to my post for now. Should anyone visit while you are away, I will be sure to make a record of it. I sincerely hope that you will return soon.
You know, Sidine is a really kind Melusine. They gave me a piece of their cake when I was in crisis. Long time ago.
Judging from Sadine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to investigate stuff personally. What's so special about this case?
I cannot tell you just yet, but it reminded me of certain past events.
Past events? Oh no. Are we about to uncover some crazy lore about
There could be
Neuvillette?
complicated conflicts
More
of
than we
interest
already
behind
know.
all this, so I must eliminate all risks in advance.
So, what do you mean by conflicts of interest? Like, what do you, like, would you care to explain?
Come on, stop being so secretive! We still have no idea what's going on!
It is not my intention to keep you in the dark, but I need some time to revisit those memories and collect my thoughts.
So, when should I come back?
Long story short, a little more than 400 years ago, I became the Iudex of Fontaine
400
and
years
initiated
ago?
a series of institutional reforms.
400?
There
Dang.
were few people I could trust.
Can't believe he's been doing
I
this
had
for
two
400
subordinates
years.
who were exceptionally trustworthy and capable. Carol, a
Lore?
Melusine,
Yes, the
and
lore!
Vautrin, leader of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
The lore.
They must have been amazing people to receive such high praise from you!
Indeed. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect them.
Oh. So, what?
The reforms damaged the interests of some, and the more conservative faction took advantage of Carol's identity to instigate political unrest. Ultimately, they wanted me to yield more of my power.
Oh no, power struggles.
The incident resulted in Carol taking her own life, and Vautrin being exiled.
Oh my gosh.
From then on,
Oh, I
I've
didn't know
been
it was that
especially
bad.
careful when dealing with cases related to Melusines.
Seems like they're using Melusines against you. Oh my god. Poor Carol and what is it, Vautrin? Dang.
All Melusines used to live a secluded life away from human society.
Uh-huh.
I granted their wishes when some of them, including Carol, asked me to bring them to the court of Fontaine.
Hi, Soul Dipper, welcome in.
Many common folk believe that I share a special bond with the Melusines, and whatever they do can be traced back to me.
Oh. But do you have that special bond, or?
Some of them, especially those who hold a grudge against me, exploit that belief and stir up conflict over Melusines in an attempt to lay the blame on me. I have nothing against the opinions of others, but the moment a whirlpool of conspiracy forms, it inevitably affects the innocent.
My god, Fontaine conspiracy theories.
It has already happened once. and I want to make sure it does not happen again.
Valid. Honestly, it's better if things can be solved without casualties, so I get I get where he's coming from.
Even so, why do you have to be the one investigating? There's the guards, the Maréchal Phantom, and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Aren't they more than enough to figure out what's going on?
Based on prior experience, there is a high chance that those who hold hostility towards me do not belong to the same department. The political system of Fontaine is relatively complex and involves the interests of multiple different factions.
And said factions are, or are you just gonna leave it at factions?
However, since I am technically an outsider in Fontaine, a lot of trouble could be avoided if I personally took on the case.
Because he's like, kinda like a neutral party?
Outsider? But aren't you the Chief Justice of Fontaine?
For like 400 years
Be an
too.
outsider.
I understand where you are coming from, but there is not necessarily a connection between my responsibilities and how I perceive myself. You know very well about my true identity, and have even met others of my kind in other nations.
Oh, the Hydro Dragon Sovereign! Maybe he is then. Maybe it is.
Even though I was born with a human form, there is a fundamental difference between dragons and humans.
Namely, how long they live?
Taking on the role of Chief Justice does
And
not
their
make me
abilities?
a part of this community. In fact, the status I was granted has prevented me from forming deeper bonds with others.
Oh, that's interesting.
I have lived in Fontaine for a long time, but I do not belong here. That is why I call myself an outsider. A fish out of water.
Well, if you put it that way, we're also outsiders to Fontaine.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with all those organizations anyway. So how about we come with you on your investigation?
Another neutral party. Wow, what a coincidence.
Let's team up and round up all the bad guys lurking in the dark.
That does not sound like a bad idea. I rarely investigate cases on my own, but with professionals like you around, I'm sure it will go a lot smoother.
Will it? Sometimes I feel like whenever the Traveler gets involved, things just become more complicated, but maybe things will be okay this time around.
Oh, Paimon's starting to get a little embarrassed. Just leave it to us.
Leave it to us.
Let us go. We should visit Kiara first and try to gain a better understanding of the situation.
Also, just because I feel like I might be talking quieter than usual, I'm gonna lower the volume just a little bit more. I don't know if that will actually change anything. Let me know if you guys can't hear the game super well. Or my voice super well.
So Neuvillette feels
I know,
like he doesn't truly
I
belong
still need to change
here in
some, like,
Fontaine, but
audio
is that
stuff.
really true? Paimon feels like he has a kinda skewed perspective on a lot of things. Anyway, let's catch up with him first.
Let's go. The remains of the past day. Alright.
Paimon's been thinking. You called yourself a fish out of water, right?
Yeah?
But since you're the Hydro Dragon, would a dragon out of water suit you better?
Really?
Thank you for your suggestion. I will consider using the more accurate term in private occasions.
In private occasions?
Please allow me to rephrase. Has a dragon out of water?
Does it?
That sounds kind of weird. Let's stick with the previous version instead.
Oh my god. It does sound awkward. A fish out of water sounds a lot more natural than a dragon out of water. But I can't tell if he was actually being sarcastic or taking Paimon's request seriously in that section. Are they gonna say anything else, or can I hit, like, teleport? Let's teleport. Don't look at my map, everyone! I know I haven't unlocked everything, that's just the way of the world. I can hear everything perfectly, chat is just slow. I see. Whoa, hello? Where am I going?
Time to go.
Go, go, go!
I never thought I'd see him here.
Does anyone have a camera?
What? Are these like Neuvillette fans?
We should have gone up to him and said something.
Yeah, that was the perfect opportunity.
Huh? What? Hello? They are Neuvillette fans, no way. I didn't know he had a fan
The
club.
weather's amazing today.
The more you know.
Kiara,
Kiara!
Monsieur Neuvillette! And you are?
The traveler at your service.
Oh, I remember. You're the Traveler and Paimon. I've heard about you.
Are you the one who received the threat letter? Or is that someone else?
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Thanks for
you,
the
Kiara.
compliments.
Uh-oh.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Uh-oh, hold on. Chat, give me a second. Apparently, YouTube's suffering. So let me try a thing. Is it lagging for you guys? Hold on, let me try a thing. YouTube's suffering. YouTube, no! YouTube! Come back to me! YouTube! I did notice that the game was lagging a little. Oh my god. My frames! Hold on, chat. We're gonna have to... Can I do anything in this mode? My frames! Chat! Are you guys lagging? My frames! What do I do? Hold on. Trying to figure stuff out. Oh man, I haven't lagged like this in a hot minute. Just a little lag. Okay, let me get through this section so I can change some of my Genshin. Let me get through this section so I can change some of my Genshin settings, and then maybe that might help.
Letter.
I think I have everything at high in terms of
A
graphics and
threatening
everything,
letter.
so.
Oh, right. I remember now.
Girl, how did you forget a threatening letter?
The letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning. It said something about catching me, so I thought someone wanted to play hide and seek.
Well, wouldn't that be nice?
But Sidine told me it was a threatening letter, and that I could be in danger. But that's not gonna happen with everyone looking after me, right?
Right?
Have you run into any suspicious-looking people recently?
Suspicious-looking people? What counts as suspicious?
Oh my god, my frames are so bad. How do I... Okay, hold on, let me see. Can I do this while I'm streaming? Hold on. Output. No, I don't think I can change anything. Man, the lag! Someone who follows you from behind? Maybe?
Ah! Did you think of something? Nope. I don't remember meeting anyone like that.
What?
Do
Why'd you
still have the letter with
react
you?
like that?
I want you to show me what it says.
Oh, let's see. Found it.
Lag? Yeah, I can't do anything until I get past this part. Ah!
Now then, get lost. If you don't leave the Maréchaussée Phantom, I will come and catch you in person. Don't say I didn't warn you.
What is this, Persona? This seems like a Persona letter. Hi, Soul Slayer. Oh my goodness. The stream is struggling. Hold on. I've never had this bad of frames before. Why?
A simple threat. Neither the handwriting nor the content itself reveals anything about the writer's intentions.
Are they concealing their
We
identity
can't
on
rule
purpose?
out that possibility.
Ah. Okay. If this continues, I might have to end stream temporarily and then see what I can do to fix it on my end. And then restart it if it doesn't get fixed in a second. I'm just trying to check a couple things. Okay.
Since you can't think of anyone suspicious, I will be heading back to the Palais Marmonia to review some official documents.
I just need to
Kiara,
stop
you
talking
should
so I
come
can
with
change
us.
my settings in
It's safer if you
Genshin
stay
and see
close
if that
by.
helps.
Sure. Wait, no. I still have a case to work on. I promised Alof that I'd check on her place later.
But you are being watched right now. Going off on your own could be dangerous.
My regular VTuber that I watch is sick, so I'm here to stay for now. Alrighty.
And that's where
Welcome
we come
in.
to help.
I'm
We'll
sorry
stay
the
with
stream's
Kiara
so
and make
laggy.
sure she's safe.
My goodness.
With us around, anyone scheming to hurt Kiara can forget about it.
Thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon.
Oh my god, big sis Paimon! Paimon, you're moving up in the world.
Oh, don't worry, your big sis Paimon is super strong.
Oh wait, stream might come back? Maybe it has stopped lagging? Just kidding.
All right.
I lied.
Let us go our separate ways
Nothing's
for now.
changed.
Please take care of Kiara.
We'll take her to a lost place right away. See you around.
Okay. Finally.
Sushi.
Wait. Nah, don't continue. I'm switching things. Okay, graphics. VSync off. Graphics quality. Everything's like highest. Crowd density high? I don't know if I want to switch any of this. Visual effects, environment detail, volumetric fog, motion blur off, bloom, crowd density. Maybe low? That might help. Congrats on 200. Thank you. Thank you so much. Is the stream alive? Has it stopped lagging? Oh my gosh.
Let me think. 1, 2, 10? I can't remember.
I think the stream stopped lagging.
But I remember coming to the Court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago.
Carol? Didn't Neuvillette
It's
mention
fixed for
her
me
just
now?
now?
Okay. Oh my goodness.
More than
I don't know what was going on
400
there, but
years ago.
my frames
That
dropped
would
like
be a big
crazy.
sister too.
My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them. Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me, so you're a big sis.
Ah, cute.
Huh. Hi, Munchies.
Think we're good? Alrighty. Let's hope it stays that way.
Hey, Traveler, did you hear that?
Yeah, someone's taking pictures. Who? The hell? I don't see anyone sus, but that doesn't mean there isn't people that are sus. I'm hoping my frames don't drop again. That was weird.
Strange. Paimon felt like someone was following us.
Really?
Alof!
Kiara, you're here.
Maybe Kiara has a
Wait,
fan
Aren't
base?
these two?
Yes, it is I, the Traveler.
Oh, they're the Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
Oh, her little dance.
I thought so. What brings you here?
We're protecting Kiara?
Did you run into any trouble?
Not yet.
It's not really trouble anymore with us around.
May I begin inspecting the store as planned?
Of course. Go ahead.
I love how Kiara just hops around everywhere. Do all Melusines walk like that or run like that? I don't
No
know.
hazards detected.
I haven't really paid attention
You've
before.
cleared the inspection. Seems like the criminal from that case last month never set foot in here at all.
Another criminal case? Are they
That was
connected
quick. What
or?
were you inspecting?
I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that us Melusines have special eyes that can see things people can't. Things like bloodstains,
Oh.
No matter how hard you try to clean them up, we Melazines can see their residual stains for some time. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. Cool. Great.
All right,
Love
all
me
right.
some bloodstains,
now
I
that
guess.
You're done inspecting.
What?
Can
What do
we
you
have a
like?
chat?
How? What?
Hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children next month and wanted to hire you as my model. Is that okay with you?
Kiara as a model. That sounds exciting. Oh dearie, is YouTube still lagging? It shouldn't be. YouTube. Oh no, it is lagging again. My frames. I don't understand. This has never happened to me
Of
before.
course. Is there anything I need to do?
Please wait a moment while I take your measurements. The sample should be a perfect fit.
Seems like they get along
Are
really
you
well.
telling me that she already had clothes ready?
Huh? What are you looking at?
I think there's someone over there.
Is there really someone watching us? Shh! Let's sneak over and take a look.
Where are we sneaking over? Actually, I want to hear the conversation before we sneak
I
over.
think light and frilly clothes look best on you. You definitely look cute wearing them.
I love them too, especially the soft and fluffy kind.
Oh. Alright, let us move on over. Oh wait, Charlotte? What are you doing?
Strange. Why isn't he back yet?
Gotcha!
Oh! Caught her in the act.
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Uh-oh. YouTube is struggling again.
Oh, wait, don't tell Paimon you're the one who sent Kiara that threatening letter. But you don't seem like the type to...
Threat letter? What threat letter?
Oh, I don't think she's the one that sent it. What are you doing here exactly?
This is starting to feel like an interrogation.
Well,
Okay.
it's
be straight with
not
you.
an
I
interrogation.
don't know the slightest thing about that threat letter you mentioned. I only wanted to follow Monsieur Neuvillette and request an interview with him.
Right. She was obsessed with trying to contact him.
You want to interview him?
That's right. I'm not the only one, you know. Interviewing him is every journalist's dream. But it's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and we never have the chance to interrupt when the court's in session. So imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. The perfect opportunity to whip up an exclusive, don't you think?
Let's see. Hold on, chat. I'm trying to figure out why I'm having dropped frames. I want to fix this before we continue. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Okay. I think I understand what's going on. So basically, I forgot that we were having really strong wind right now. And that strong wind is probably messing up with the Wi-Fi. And so the Wi-Fi's struggling, and so the stream's struggling. And that's not something I can fix necessarily, because it's not like I can control winds, unfortunately. That does not come with my Forest Guardian magic package. It does not come with my magic package, so what we'll just have to do is close a couple of things first of all. This should be on, but I think I'll close it We'll also close this. And then after that, we'll close this. And then... anything else I can really do? Is... this. Okay. And is YouTube still not functioning? Man, I was wondering if the wind was gonna mess things up. Nor. Let's see. My Wi-Fi internet cable should be in properly. Man. Okay, let's see. Is stream healthy now? YouTube's like, warning, we are experiencing problems. I am aware. I can see when my frames keep dropping. I don't know if I can... I don't know. Well, let's continue for now and see if the frames stop dropping.
Of course,
We might have to have a lower quality looking Genshin for a bit.
I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties involved.
I don't think he'd agree. It's better if we kept this secret.
Yeah, we're doing a secret investigation that can't be made public knowledge.
I see. Well, if you say so, I guess I'll put this matter aside for now. Oh, what a shame. Chances like this don't come by very often, you know.
I mean, I guess.
In exchange, could you tell me what the threat letter is about? I swear I won't tell.
All right then.
Will she really not tell anyone? I don't know. You tell Charlotte about the letter Kiara received.
What? Someone's targeting a cute little melazine?
Right? Even I could not believe it.
Shh, not so loud.
It just so happens that I did an interview with Kiara. Last month, in fact.
Oh.
It was well received by our readers, so I was planning to continue the series. And now someone's coming after her?
That's important information that we have now learned about.
I'll ask my colleagues about it. Who knows? We might find something. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. This secret's safe with me.
Well, thank you.
But I gotta warn you, even if I keep my lips sealed, others will know eventually.
We're investigating people?
Why?
What do you mean?
People care a great deal about Monsieur Neuvillette's each and every move. Some may have already realized that something was up. Besides, the case involves melazines, so... Anyway, I'll get going now. Watch yourselves, alright?
Alright. Thank you, Charlotte. We appreciate
Well, that was a
it.
nice chat. Let's head back and check on Kiara.
Alright. Kiara should still be in front of the shop, so... Kiara!
What do you think? The design looks pretty good, huh?
What am I looking at?
I think it's great.
Oh, also, I forgot her name, but the other lady.
It's very pretty indeed.
Florand? Florandi?
Florand!
Florand!
Here. It seems that you just showed up out of nowhere.
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvillette was investigating a case with you.
Indeed.
Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship. It didn't feel right to have my employer personally take on such trivial cases. I happened to have some time at the moment, and came to take a look. I sometimes have my clothes custom-made at this boutique, in any case, so we always have a lot to talk about.
Really?
Ah, Neuvillette sure is lucky to have someone like you.
Leave this to me. You should go meet up with Neuvillette.
I can see YouTube lagging on my
Okay,
end
then,
again.
we'll leave Kiara in your hands.
I don't even know what's
Come
happening.
on, let's go find Neuvillette.
Or at least my best guess is just that the wind is messing things up, which is rather unfortunate. But alright, let's go back to the Palais Marmonia. Actually, before we do that, I just realized they were just standing there, so that means we can listen in on a
How has
conversation.
your work been recently?
Same as usual.
So when I see
My schedule
YouTube on
normally
my
isn't
mobile
too packed,
phone,
so I have plenty of time for myself.
YouTube's fine, so why is it not fine on the desktop? I don't understand.
Oh, then shall we go
Oh,
out to
well.
play? How about a beach vacation?
You might have to make
like last
stream
time.
short today.
I've even signed up as a volunteer lifeguard. I'm really good at swimming, so I'm sure I can help.
Volunteer lifeguard. Sorry, that just processed through my head. Okay, let me just check something. Gonna refresh a thing. Okay, I don't know why I was lagging again. Okay. Let me in! I have to talk to the man himself. Whoops. I kinda blended into the door there for a second, but we're okay. We're doing alright. Maybe? Hello? Is the game even loading? Yeah, okay. Mayhaps! Things are struggling. My goodness. Alright. Excuse me, sir. I have come back with some new updates, I think. We got new
you're back.
updates.
Is everything all right?
For now, yes.
We ran into Cloran. She offered to help us protect Kiara.
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
Indeed, she's got 4 people looking after her.
We thought so too. Well, did you find any leads?
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports submitted by Kiara and major cases I have judged over the past decade. I've come up with 2 plans. On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step.
Okay.
On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these major cases and confirm my suspicions if there is indeed a mysterious group that bears a grudge against me.
That's also a good path to take.
They both sound like pretty solid plans, but can you really finish browsing through all these documents? That's a lot of reading even for Paimon.
Does Neuvillette have some special speed reading power?
Don't worry.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
mean,
fast
you never
reader when
know.
it comes to official documents.
Oh
After
my
all, I
god.
have several hundred years
Wait.
of reviewing under my belt.
I didn't actually mean that. Oh my god.
We'll help you read through them. We have nothing else to do.
Thank
True.
you. I will continue looking through the ones piled up on the desk, but feel free to browse through anything else in this room.
Oh my god, we get a look around Neuvillette's office? Nice. Oh, what? About Riceley? What is this? About Riceley. The defendant, Riceley, has confessed to his crimes and was declared guilty by Ludix Neuvillette. Riceley will be exiled to the fortress of Meripede, where he will be serving his sentence. During the trial, Neuvillette remained silent for a long time. Why? Was he thinking about something? Does he think that the Ortrice was wrong? I'm curious. He said that we can look around the... Oh, I guess there's only a few options we can look around on. Okay, wait. What about... Wait, I want to see about Spina de Rosula. Callus, boss of Spina de Rosula, was defeated in duel and died of serious injuries. But really, the truth has come out now that he actually gave up. Or something. The defense of his honor has now come to a close. The defendant did not raise any objections throughout the trial. Udix Neuvillette reserves judgment in this case. Its details are still under investigation. Okay, about the bribery case? There has been a severe bribery scandal within the guards. The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has investigated the case. All suspects involved have been arrested. The suspects have confessed their crimes. I mean, the only thing I can really think of that could link all this question to Dipper leave, I'm not sure. Mayhaps because the stream was lagging for a bit there. But let's see, next thing. About the Representative Council's proposal? The Representative Council has filed a request to collaborate with the Marshos Phantom on certain public events. Based on research, they believe that Meloscenes can enhance the popularity of these events. Because they look like mascots? The Marshos Phantom has yet to respond. However, it is not prohibited the Meloscenes from participating in such activities. Oh. Interesting. Okay, about this. Thank you for the lyrics, Soul Slayer. Thank you. Thank you for watching over the forest. Alright. About the smuggling case. The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Marshos Phantom. The principal offenders have received judgment based on the severity of their crimes. Please refer to the appendix for the list of names. Hi. All I could really link about with these cases is just that crimes after crimes after crimes.
Have you made any progress?
Being judged by Neuvillette. And that's about it.
We skipped through some of them, but there wasn't anything useful.
The only useful thing that I did see was about Meloscenes, which could be related to Kiara's case. Or maybe people have just become a big fan of Meloscenes, and they're just like see them as like these big, cute, adorable like mascot things. Like living mascots, maybe?
Oh, there's so many documents lying around. Just how many cases have you handled?
Well, let's see. He's been doing this for 400 plus years. Probably well over 10,000 cases.
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is I've never made a precise calculation myself.
Oh my god, Neuvillette. Are you doing alright?
If memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000 cases.
That is more than I anticipated!
The documents you see are just a small fraction of what's really there.
What do you mean 100,000 cases?
Whoa, that's a lot. Looks like the work of a Chief Justice isn't easy at all.
Well, no, of course not.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply routine.
I'm back, my YouTube crashed? What the heck? What is happening? Maybe it's not even a me issue. What if it's just a YouTube issue? After I tapped lurk? What? Oh my god, did I break the system? Guys, I might have broken the system. I don't know what else to tell you.
There are many documents here. Take a break if you are tired.
My frames haven't dropped again, so it's not the stream. Is it? Maybe it's my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is that of an Indian scammers. Yeah, that keeps happening to me too. Oh. What? Guys, my streaming services are saying that everything's okay now. Like nothing's out of whack. My frames aren't dropped. My stream status is excellent. Is this just happening in this stream? I wonder if it's happening in other streamers' things. Like, I wonder if it's a YouTube thing. Because I do know that sometimes YouTube just has some funky days and it just decides not to work.
You read Paimon's mind.
Which, if that's the case...
All right. Let us take a break then.
Well, then there's not much we really can do about that. Oh, man. That's no good. Or I wonder if Streamlabs has anything to do with it? I'm not sure. Are we thinking? Is that why everyone sat down? I kind of missed what was happening. What?
Even the resting is a part of taking a break.
They're resting! Oh, I thought they just all sat down to have a think, like, to just brainstorm or something.
All the silence is making Paimon feel really awkward.
Well, Paimon, me and you do both. I am not one that's
Please
very
pardon
good
my
with
lack of
silence.
consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Memoria for matters outside of work.
I switched my Wi-Fi. I think I'm
To
good
be
now, I
quite
hope.
honest, I am not sure what we should do.
Okay, you guys let me know if you guys keep crashing or anything. I want to know if it's a me problem or a YouTube problem.
Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work.
Of course, Neuvillette. What happened to serving us tea? What happened? Serving us tea. No, I'm gonna... Let's see.
Ooh, drinks! Thank you!
Woohoo! Tea! Or coffee.
Paimon wonders
Coffee
what
works great as
Neuvillette
well.
likes to drink. Oh, maybe he's a fan of really fancy wines.
Paimon, can you even drink wine?
He seems like the type of person who'd own an entire winery. You know, like D-Luke.
I mean... Sure. Neuvillette momentarily leaves and brings back several something? I could not read fast enough.
Glasses. It looks just like water.
What if it's blueberry juice?
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
Why was he swirling water? What is this?
So it's just plain old water?
He really is not used to like hosting people in his office, cause what do you mean you just served us water?
What did you think it was?
I don't know. Juice or something?
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon thought you'd prefer something more sophisticated.
Like wine.
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it sophisticated.
Okay. Let me guess. It's sparkling water.
Huh?
It's sparkling water. Hi Emma, welcome to the stream. Things are not no, we haven't done an unofficial celebration. All I mentioned is that if things can hold on until then we'll talk about what to do for the 200 special at the end of stream, because I have a couple ideas, but I would like to brainstorm with chat too. Just dropping by to say hi and ask. Yeah, so nothing has happened yet with that. We're just playing through Neuvillette's story quest like normal. And then I was thinking, if stream holds, because it's been lagging and like apparently kicking people out for some reason. It was because of an issue on my end for a second there, but everything's fine now, so I don't know why it keeps making people not work. But hold up, I'm gonna try to get Twitch working on my computer. Okay. But yeah, we haven't done anything yet. I just planned on talking about it later, closer to the end of stream.
I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water.
Oh my god, he did give us sparkling water. What is this?
Said water is sourced from all across Tevat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chintsa village, and Inazuma's Konda village.
So, it's a blend of water?
Here is one of their latest products. Water from Sumeru's Apam Woods.
Yeah, is there any difference is what I want to ask, but let's see. Maybe it's my bandwidth, actually? I don't know. It really just depends on what people what services people use. How long do you think you're gonna stream if YouTube works? Until I finish this quest, because I don't want to cut this quest in the middle of everything. Because the actual VOD itself shouldn't look too laggy once it's done. But during streaming, I just hope it's not too bad of an experience. Anyways, Neuvillette, is there a difference? Like, is the water even sparkling, or is it just plain water?
If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, the waters of Cider Lake warm the heart. The waters of Chintsa village have a poignant touch.
Well, as a hydro...
Well, one might call the waters of
dragon
Konda village placid.
He would be able to taste the difference in water. He would.
Distinct differences exist between the waters of each area. You will appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully.
know if the traveler has the capacity. The capacity to taste the intricacies of water.
Really? Let Paimon try!
You can't just glump the water, Paimon. You gotta take your time with it. Swirl it around your mouth a little bit. Kinda
What
like
do you
with
think?
wine.
No, Paimon couldn't taste any difference at all. Isn't this just normal water?
Yeah, I think so.
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your tastes.
No, Neuvillette, I'm pretty sure it's just a you thing.
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell the difference. How did you do it anyway? Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon?
That's what I was saying. I think that's the case.
We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around? Oh, Paimon's
I should be
wanted
careful.
this for ages.
Someone's gonna walk in while they're
You're the
saying that, and they're gonna be
Hydro
like,
Dragon.
excuse me,
Why don't
what?
you become Chief Justice in human society?
Uh-huh. Or is that a long story that he'd rather not
Sorry,
talk about?
Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
I mean,
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts.
because he said he became Udix like 400-ish years ago. So since that time, I don't know if anything's changed.
I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
And those questions were...
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
I love how... I was about to ask who Palin was, but I love how Paimon refers to herself in third person.
Many, in fact.
Yeah, it's silly.
But the one question
It's
that
a
puzzles
silly
me
little
the most
thing.
concerns my own existence. In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me.
Oh, he was questioning his existence. My, that's quite heavy.
For a long time, my memory was rather incomplete. With regard to the primordial sea, for example, I used to only be able to vaguely recall its connection to me, but I was unaware of what that connection was exactly.
Oh. Is there anyone who can answer those questions? I don't think that's a thing. Unless it's like another, you know, like sovereign dragon. So another hour 20 for the quest. Oh, okay.
Perhaps
Thanks for
the
letting me know,
elemental
Emma.
dragons of other nations may have some
I
form of
knew
an
it'd
answer.
be like about a stream.
However, they are scattered
worth of
across all
content,
of
but-
Teyvat. Abruptly visiting could very
I
well
wasn't too
pose
sure.
an unpredictable risk.
True.
That's true. They
Some
might
of them
see it
are
as like a
very
threat.
Unique personalities, too.
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions for a long time.
Does anyone else see the black box randomly on the screen? Yes, that's to protect my UID.
But there is one thing
Some
I've
people
discovered
don't just
along
like
the way.
randomly friend
My
request me
emotions
on Genshin.
easily resonate with those of others.
That's the reason for
Even
that.
I don't have the slightest idea what they
Going
mean.
back to schoolwork. Good luck on your schoolwork, Emma. Thanks for stopping by.
My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself.
Oh, yeah.
By observing their behavior, perhaps I could one day understand the meaning of my existence.
Oh, Neuvillette. I didn't know you harbored such thoughts within yourself. I mean, I see.
Have you
Kind
made
of
any
funny.
progress then?
Yeah, it's kind of in the way. But like, if I take it down, I'm gonna accidentally forget and like show everything, and then there will be no going back.
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful interactions with others are few and far between. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare. Alas, time is limited. We should move on with our investigation.
I needed a mental break, and I knew you were on stream. I'm I hope it provided you the break that you needed, then.
Are we gonna
Emma.
continue reading these documents? Paimon's getting dizzy already.
It's okay, Paimon! I can continue reading. You don't have to read with me.
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of the documents. But while we were on the topic of water a moment ago, another idea came to me.
Oh, also tomorrow's my birthday? Oh my god! Happy early birthday! What if Paimon was a VTuber? Oh, you know, I've actually seen VTuber models for Paimon. I have. I think it's possible. But happy early birthday! Actually, that's something I wanted to mention as well, guys. The stream for Friday, the new game Hades that we're starting this week, I'm moving it to Saturday. I didn't realize until yesterday that I had put it on Friday instead of Saturday. So I'm not actually streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna be making an official announcement after stream, but like, guys, we're saving that for Saturday, not Friday.
Water? Do you mean...
Also, I'm interested in your lore, if you wouldn't mind exposing that to me. Well, if you want to know a lot about my lore, I do have a lore playlist on my channel. So, all I can tell you about my lore is what I have done in those videos. Explaining it? I'm an idiot? No, it's okay. I can't spell nor pronounce anything properly half the time, so don't worry. Let's see, the Fountain of Lucine?
That's right.
The fountain with the talking spirits?
The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions.
Oh! Explaining my lore, I mean, the basics of my lore is that... Watch your lore, BRB? Oh, okay. I mean, I could have done an overview if you wanted me to, if you didn't want to spend the time watching. There's a lot of content with that. There's only one actual lore stream, and then there's other streams that have lore in it, and I have those, timestamped.
If there really were an organization
But
attempting
good luck.
to use Melusines against me,
Good luck on your
they should
journey.
also hold an intense resentment towards me.
I would like to hear your thoughts afterwards.
Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element within the fountain.
Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that? Come on, let's go take a look!
Let's go!
Perhaps we should go. There shouldn't be too many people near the Fountain of Lucine during the evening.
To the fountain! Oh, I guess I could look over the documents again, but I've already read all of them, unless there's any new ones that I might have missed. No, I don't think so. Alright, let's go to the Fountain of Lucine! Can I just teleport, or... I guess I could run there, but I'd rather just teleport there. Sorry, chat. Whoa. What's happening? Whoa! Okay. Oh god. I thought I was there. Where is it? Oh, the Fountain of Lucine is not where I thought it was. Okay. Let us switch locations. Quiet. I didn't realize I had so many lore videos in my lore video playlist. That's gonna be a second. There's only one actual lore stream though. Everything else is, oh my god, the lag. Oh the god, the lag. Everything else is not related. Or it's only small bits of lore. Oh, Slayer was here.
Monsieur
Slayer.
Neuvillette?
Oh? Oh, hi, sir.
Are they headed towards the Fountain of Lucine?
I'm playing Helldivers right now. Oh, nice. I hope that's going well for you. We are going to the Fountain of Lucine. Is this guy also going to talk about Neuvillette?
I probably shouldn't disturb them. I wonder what's going on.
Why are y'all concerned? We're just walking around. Have you guys not seen Neuvillette walk around these areas? Is that really so
Looks
shocking
like we
to
got
you?
lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
What should we do next?
We close our eyes and stick our hands into the water.
Oh, Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Not really? Or should I drink more primordial seawater?
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
I don't know what you're planning on doing, but sure.
A safe distance? Neuvillette, what exactly are you... Whoa, it's glowing!
The water's glowing! As a fountain of Lucine lights up, a wave of dizziness washes over you. Great. Love me some dizziness. Meaning, Traveler's getting transported into another world. Or at least I think that's what that's saying. So, what just happened? Everything looks a little different than how they are normally. I should continue forward and take a look around. My god, is this how Fontaine looks like before? Crazy. Wait, should I circle around the fountain? No, I think there's only one direction I can go. Okay. This way? This way? This way. Well, I just had a quick look. I'm probably gonna have to do that when I feel bored because there's a day worth of content. Yes. My lore is eventually gonna become one of the main centerpieces of my content in the future. Right now, I'm slowly building up the beginnings of my lore. But let's just say that there's more that meets the eye beyond your friendly forest guardian. Carol! It's the one who perished!
Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Carol!
The court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective force.
Oh!
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot more meaningful.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
True.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village, but I want to see the outside world nonetheless. In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence, or what I'm capable of contributing to this world.
My god, another one seeking for the purpose of life.
For almost 20 years, we've stayed in our village without finding any answers. That's why we wanted to leave our village and look for the meaning of our existence elsewhere.
Weren't they created by the previous Hydro Archon? I thought that's where the Melusines came from. Anyways. Let's see. I'm actually working on lore for my character, Soulslayer. Nothing much, just the basics, background, race, job, and skills. I mean, that's still exciting, though. It's really fun to create OCs and stories for your OCs. I just thought, as Maelo looks in, that I should share my story because as someone who loves stories and loves telling them and sharing them and experiencing them, that's something a little bit of my main focus that I wanted to have. So that's why I always love games with good stories, because then I can get involved in the stories and see how they unfold, basically.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village.
What?
It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head. And I tried really hard not to cry.
What the heck? Why would they do that? To the Melusines, nonetheless. I'm gonna throw hands.
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome. Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. Removing it will be no easy feat.
Man. And now knowing what happens to her in the future, this is sad.
There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society. Despite my social status, I am still an outsider.
You want me to give you an overview of Soul Slayer? Yeah, go ahead. I love learning about people's OCs.
Oh,
Send it my way.
I see. Let's all do our best then. I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
Indeed, Carol. Except for Carol. Apparently,
I believe
at some
in
point
you,
becomes too
but
much
you
for you.
shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest that you inform Vautrin, the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Huh? Is he the person I met in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes? Do you have any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
Interesting.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
Oh, are we continuing? Okay. Where to next? Oh, is this, Carol trying to talk to the guy?
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh boy.
Oh,
He didn't even give her a chance! What the heck? I love how their natural default state is just hopping away.
hello. I'm Carol, a Melusine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
No! Don't be rude!
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say. Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since they came.
Oh, of course they would blame them on the Melusines. What the hell?
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Neuvillette allowed them into the court of Fontaine just like that.
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well. I swear, there's some hidden agenda at play here.
There is no hidden agenda, but of course y'all would think that.
Go away! Quit acting innocent!
I'm not leaving.
Alright, Soul Slayer, I'm gonna wait for
about him.
part 2 before I start reading.
We joined the Maelo Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Solving cases? With Neuvillette in cahoots with you. You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know.
Bro. Even with evidence?
So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melazines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Oh, this is the guy.
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Mare Chaussee Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation. There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melazines being involved.
You tell them, Vautrin! Alright, let me see. So, this knight named Alex, not my real name, dies in battle for Camelot. So, they sacrifice his body to the Shadow Demon, which keeps him alive for centuries. So the knight wakes up and finds out he's made an unconscious decision with the Shadow God, or was that part supposed to be Shadow Demon, to take Alex's body to not only survive, but also gain the Shadow's powers. So he lives a normal life, but he's also a Shadow Knight. Oh, interesting. And so where does the soul slaying part come in? Is that just part of the Shadow's Demon's powers type of thing?
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Neuvillette's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
How dare you? These people are so judgmental for no reason.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Do you guys not realize what type of world y'all live in? Like... What?
You heard that?
Well, duh, she was right there.
Yeah. I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you. There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society.
Society.
Give up before it's too late.
Not society.
Monsieur Neuvillette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try making my best effort. I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me out earlier. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Will anyone accept them, though?
Give them to me.
And...
You're not gonna take them away, right?
No. I think he's planning on helping you.
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
No, I have a feeling I'm gonna cry by the end of this. I have a feeling. I just know. Okay, let's see. Every night, he lets the Shadow Demon take over his body in order for Alex to continue living. So as the name suggests, he slays souls. The souls keep the Shadow Demon alive and Alex from disintegrating into dust. Interesting. So by keeping the powers alive of the demon, then Alex does not disintegrate. Let's see. I see. So it's kind of like a symbiotic relationship between the Shadow Demon and Alex. It's the crew! Oh, hello?
Monsieur Neuvillette, what's this?
What's what?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin.
Oh, they got a medal.
Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melazines gain the trust of humans.
I think I'll pass.
What? Latrine!
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melazines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
I can't. People would hate all these cute little creatures.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Don't worry. I understood 100%.
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you've put in.
True.
Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Humans are always so wary against creatures that they don't know of.
Yes, sir.
It's just the way it is, unfortunately.
Okay, got it.
Where are we going, traveler?
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
What are y'all talking about?
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Oh, so they wanted to have power over the... I don't know, the justice system?
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine.
Uh-oh.
So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melazines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
They're trying to plan a murder case on the Melazines? That's kind of messed up. What the hell?
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
Y'all didn't have to do this, you know. But because of you guys and your petty ways of thinking, you caused a lot of trouble for him and all the creatures involved. Let's see. I want to add other characters, but I don't know what demons the others should have contracts with. If you do a little bit of research behind demons, maybe you could get some ideas with that. Some general lore research. Explore the nearby area.
Turn the murderer in!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Melazines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillette too!
Why are they yelling? Stop yelling!
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
No, look at how they were traveling! What the heck? This is upsetting!
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform.
Oh, man.
They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvillette confess to his mistakes and yield up power.
Why? Why would they do this?
The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
No, Carol! That's what led to it? Oh my god. That's crazy. And yet they're still yelling all around the places?
And she called me a blockhead.
Man.
A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss Carol might have thought there was no better plan.
No, Miss Carol.
That is
Carol!
indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to
Oh man,
Monsieur
I'm
Neuvillette
sad
right
now. What the heck?
There's no need.
I don't know, this is gonna be a
Notify the
sad
guards
story
to restrict
quest.
public access to all information.
I don't know what I expected though, to be honest.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people. People like her are the most vulnerable to deception and betrayal. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Oh, so that's why he had that sort of attitude.
Looks
That's
like she
not-
was unfazed by that.
That's not the way to teach people, though. It's better to just, you know, communicate things to them directly.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. Because I too began working towards that pie-in-the-sky dream of hers. I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvillette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. They were after Carol all along. Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their debt be repaid.
Wait, buddy? What do you mean, only through bloodshed?
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvillette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
Is he planning on killing the people who did that to her? Cause...
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. What happens after this has nothing to do with any of you.
Oh boy, this is going to become a way bigger mess than it was supposed to be. Great, lovely. Let me see. What is your opinion on people who hate VTubers? My opinion? They probably hate YouTubers because they only have seen a small portion of the community that has given them a bad impression. So I like to think that people who hate YouTubers just have a really bad impression of them. I don't know. To each their own, you know? I mean, as long... I don't like it when people spread hate for no reason, you know? You know? Most people, when they hate something, it's just because they don't know a lot of information about something, and their concept of something is usually is pretty skewed because of just one perspective they view it from. So, all I can say is that people probably have their reasons. And if they just simply don't like it just because they don't like it, then that's that. There's not really much that can be done about it.
Responsibility for everything.
To me, VTubing is just another creative medium of making content, honestly. But some people just think of it as just like a cringe medium, I guess you could say. My friends saw me watching a VTuber and they yelled it out at school and I was embarrassed out of my mind. Why? Why would they do that? That's so mean. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, you know, like animators on YouTube that use like little drawn personas of themselves. This is just another way of people of expressing themselves, you know? You should, like, people shouldn't judge others for how they wish to express themselves, especially with how society is nowadays. You would think people would be a little bit more open-minded, but I suppose there's some people that remained closed-minded despite it all. You shouldn't be embarrassed. Not that I can tell you how to feel or anything like that, but all I can say is that there's nothing wrong with the content that you consume.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin
Because
of the
clearly,
Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Those people who make fun of you for it don't understand
Apparently,
why
he
you
resorted to
enjoy it
personal
so much.
measures to seek revenge for Carol and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
It's like how anime was like a really cringe thing to talk about a couple of years ago on the internet. Like if you if you talked about watching anime, people would think like you were this like big weirdo. I remember that time in history.
We should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
You made it sound like I was committing war crimes and felonies? What the heck? That's just
Bail him out?
messed up.
Why?
It's literally just like any other streamer. They just have like a different way of presenting themselves.
Shh, keep it down. Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Neuvillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Neuvillette's guaranteed to do everything he can to keep Vautrin around.
Like, I don't know what your friend thinks VTubers are, but your friend probably thinks
now that the old regime has been uprooted,
a really,
Neuvillette's
really skewed
status is
perspective
secure
of
as
what
can
they
be.
are.
As long as we redirect public opinion, Neuvillette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
Rexus? Motion
Vautrin
rises
sought
up?
vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds.
Wait, what's Coco Melon? I just searched it up and it seems like a cartoon show?
Please think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did?
Yeah, that's right!
Yes, it's a kid's cartoon?
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared
He's way
guilty
too old for
seeking
that?
revenge?
Well, I say... I mean, cartoons are cartoons.
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent!
What if he's not innocent, though?
He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice.
Oh.
I understand your decision, which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law.
He actually went and murdered those people. Oh my god, that's
Therefore,
crazy.
You will be declared guilty.
What?
I wonder how many hundreds of years ago that occurred.
That can't
like,
be.
that happened.
Monsieur Neuvillette, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Not him calling him his friend! Oh!
Neuvillette. What have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off? Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Dang.
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin.
What do you mean, since there have been no further objections? Literally. Literally everyone's objecting.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared
No, the memes.
guilty.
The memes have ruined this.
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Goodbye.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
It did not. It did not happen because of Carol.
How
Come
can
on.
different species peacefully coexist anyway?
Oh man, that was crazy. Are we going back to the real world now? They also make anime seem like it's some illegal stuff. So they're still in that sort of mindset? That's quite...
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
I don't even know. I don't know what to say. That just means that they probably haven't taken the time to properly understand any of that.
Apologies, it seems
Anime
like
or
my memories
VTubing.
got the better of me.
How are you feeling, Neuvillette?
I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the Fountain of Lucine to boil over. Due to my negligence, the overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well. Are you all right?
I'm fine. You know, maybe a little bit emotionally damaged, but it's fine.
Wow. The Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Paimon thought. Anyways, the last time we came here, the Traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine. No emotions boiling over or anything.
It is as you said. This might be because I am different. It is not only the fountain.
He's not like other
I can
dragons.
sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
He's not like other dragons.
That sounds awesome!
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with irrelevant memories isn't exactly a pleasant experience.
Well, the memories I saw were related to you?
Which ones?
You mean you didn't see them? You know, from when you brought Carol to the Court of Fontaine to when you declared Vautrin guilty. I saw a whole arc of your life, my man.
It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. That does not mean I am deliberately hiding them.
Well, that doesn't mean that I should be viewing them either.
It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. I felt like I needed to do something.
Does he still feel guilty?
Paimon's starting to lose track of what you're saying.
I don't know how you're losing track, Paimon, because...
Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation. Paimon wants to help too.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange. I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization that may be pulling the strings here. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I remember correctly, it seemed to be related to a smuggling case.
Smuggling case? What sort of smuggling case?
Oh! Didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
Did we? That was like an hour ago.
You've read about it. In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Huh? What are you doing here?
Hey, Navia!
I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Hello. I want to nuts joke someone so bad. Why?
Navia!
For fun?
Nice to see you again. Is there something we can help with?
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case.
How's everyone finding out about this?
So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had
unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately. Maybe you'll find the suspects among them.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you indeed.
Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, there will be countless eyes watching you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information, then it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all across Fontaine.
Oh dear. No, Kiara!
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long, but the rumors still spread faster than I imagined.
You know, it could be because you attract more attention than you think.
That is also a good point to make.
Anyway, any progress with the investigation?
Maybe?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact another party behind all this. We are planning to return to the Palais Marmonia to revisit some details and identify the senders of that threatening letter.
That's an interesting way of saying that word, details.
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress. Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Ta-ta, Navia!
Neuvillette, do you think there'll be any problems now that the word is out?
Maybe. Usually when things get escalated, more problems tend to arise.
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight.
Well, there's also that as well.
What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards the Melusines.
Oh, so that was like when he was first the Eudex. Oh!
I hope the same won't happen again. Let us head back to the Palais.
Now we have a timeline of events.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night? Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Well, I see a Melusine within the crowd.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
What? That's it! Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
Oh boy. Well, glad to know things have switched,
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But no amount of hiding will keep us from finding them.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch.
Are they really rallying people up?
Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do nothing?
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious persons, report them to the guards immediately.
Oh.
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
We were informed that.
Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Oh my god. Everyone's protecting the Melusines now.
Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
This isn't a good time to be out and about.
You sure about that?
Come on. Don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too.
All right. Let's go buy a cake or something.
Eat cake. Be happy.
You shouldn't ever skip meals, especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
I heard even Neuvillette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted.
Of
we gotta
course.
Make sure we give it all we've got.
Of course, there's greedy people that'll take this as an opportunity to better
Seriously?
themselves.
Were you planning to
in
shirk your duties
societies.
if Neuvillette wasn't involved?
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Oh, this is making me emotional.
Come and fight me instead, you cowards!
They're defending the
Have you heard? Even the
Melusines.
special patrol came to help.
Shh, look. Is it that Neuvillette? I think he's looking at us.
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is truly wonderful.
So...
If only Carol had
go over
lived
and
to
say
see
hi?
the day.
No, I should stay where I am. My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion. Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Marmonia. The faster we uncover the truth, the better.
All right, Palais Marmonia it is. I wonder when there will be a fight scene where I get to use Neuvillette and his water cannon power. I haven't actually tested him out yet, even when his banner came around the first time. So I don't actually know how he works, but I'm sure it's not too hard, right? Right? It shouldn't be too difficult. Whoa, that is not what I meant to do. What? My bad. I clicked on the wrong
Time to
key.
go.
Okay, Kazuha was just doing a little twirl to make everything fancy. Look for suspicious documents? Oh, the smuggling case.
The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom. This is the one.
Oh!
The list of involved suspects should be... Ah, found it.
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inika, Yuna, and others have been caught. They have been sent to the fortress of Meropide following trial.
Uh-huh.
Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders but who did not participate in the case will not stand trial. Among them, surveillance of Essin has ceased on account of his good behavior. All other personnel remain on our watch list.
But what was the smuggling case about?
So many names. Is the one who sent that threatening letter to Kiara on the list?
Yes, there is something suspicious about Essin, to be precise. It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much restriction.
Seems like something suspicious is afoot. Should we tell Navia about this?
Monsieur Neuvillette, someone claiming to be from the Spina di Rosula just checked in with us.
Does her name happen to be Navia?
He said, and I quote, "We have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe."
Oh, what? How?
Navia, find them so quickly. We've only just figured out the suspect's name.
I too am perplexed. The cafe isn't too far from here. We should head over and take a look.
You know, the Melusines claim to be from the Spina de la Russa. Maybe it's not even who they say they are. Can I teleport? I'm trying to think, because, like, for some reason, the vibes that I've been getting this whole time is that this whole case and the threat isn't actually as serious as it seems to be, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like some miscommunication happened. Oh, it is Navia. Or not? I thought I had seen Navia. Oh, there she is.
Hey, Navia, we're here!
Suddenly it's daytime.
Whoa. Check out all these people. Hey there, are you Navia's friends too?
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Maréchaussée Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Cendre, but I sent for someone to invite them over.
Oh.
Invite them over?
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
You seem nervous.
I've wanted to have a meetup like this for ages.
You also seem nervous.
Something feels off.
I think they might have been forced to come here.
But, oh well. Let's get back to business.
I'm pretty sure she just threatened them to come here. Oh my god.
Yes, that's me.
Why did he stand up so quickly?
You're Essa?
Oh my god! They are terrified.
Yes, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Did you write that threatening letter to Kiara?
Wow, being straight and forward, are we? Uh-huh.
I did, but I was just following orders.
From?
Orders from whom?
Domenico. He was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
Domenico. Where is he now?
The fortress of Meropide.
I forget that, Navia is technically a part of a gang.
Well,
like mob boss type of situation.
Even Athena would have trouble looking into that place.
I forget.
Looks like you'll have to make the trip yourselves. This was as much as I could do.
Well, that was quite a lot, so thanks, Navia.
You've done more than enough. I'm extremely grateful for your help.
So we are fighting people. Let's go.
You should find Domenico first.
Why, of course.
If
we
Hippolyte
shall.
is the one setting up the conspiracy, it'd be best if he's exposed as soon as possible.
All right then, let's head to the fortress right now.
Woohoo! Wait, no involvement in other quests? The reigns of Fastic, continuing the current quest may cause parts of the following quests to become occupied. Progress cannot be made on occupied quests. Unfinished comedy world quest. Continuous quest, continue to continue quest from main menu. Of course I'm continuing the current quest. I don't care about some random world quest. We're on a mission. We're gonna see this story through. Okay, where am I going? Purchase the Meropide. Right. No, we're trying to go here. We're gonna talk to Risley? And he can let us talk to the man? Dominique or something? I think was his name. Ah, yes. I have fond memories of my jail time.
Monsieur Neuvillette?
Oh, even here people are talking. Okay. Hi, Risley.
Welcome to the Fortress of Meropide, dear esteemed guests.
Thanks.
We're back!
Again, for like the 5th time.
Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke himself. Guess we made a name for ourselves at this place.
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, showed up.
Yeah.
Let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase.
You tell Risley about the threat letter Kiara received. And I'm assuming all important information since then.
I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
Oh. He once tried to do what?
Who does this guy think he is? Paimon hopes nothing came of it.
He once attempted to, I said, meaning that it was over before it even started.
Oh, nice.
And now he's threatening Melazines, is he?
Yeah, it seems like this guy does not learn.
To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bothered to personally investigate raises a flag. Is there something else going on behind the scenes here?
He's got the same concerns we do.
I am concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past. I wish to meet Domenico in person and have my questions answered.
That's an easy one. Let me think. I think he's at...
Did I hear someone say Melazine? What happened?
Hey, Cedrine, it's been a while.
Cedrine!
A Melazine named Kiara received a threatening letter.
Yeah,
Explanation number 52.
The person who threatened her seems to be imprisoned here.
Really? Is Kiara gonna be okay?
Don't worry, she's fine.
There's no need to worry. Clarand is protecting her as we speak.
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there anything you can do about this?
Ah, head nurse. Do you require me to personally deal with the criminal?
Wriothesley.
I mean, if they want help.
Okay, I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you. That's your only demand, correct?
Is he just itching to punch someone?
Think of it as more of a humble request. I'm here on my own accord, not to formally transfer a criminal for trial. I urge you to set aside any concerns. Thanks for the trouble. Consider me in your debt.
Oh, the Chief of Justice and their dead?
Whoa! If Paimon were the Duke, Paimon would take this chance to ask for something really important.
Of course.
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence. But I'm sure Monsieur... But enough jokes.
Ah, whoops.
I'll look for
I mean
Domenico
to skip the
and
line.
bring him to you. Make yourselves at home. Our dear head nurse has mentioned you quite a few times, so I'm sure she has a lot to say.
Okay. Tell us, Siege Queen, what must you tell us?
Please go with me to the infirmary.
Infirmary?
Ah, and watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
I'll try my best, but knowing me... Let's see, can I just teleport there? No, there we go. No. Maybe if I teleport here? I'm not sure if that's the best course of action, but it's better than nothing. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, I might have to take an elevator. That's fine. Go, Kazuha, go! Oh, we're gonna have to call down the lift. Okay. How long is this gonna take? Where even was it anyways? Am I super far down? Did I take the wrong teleportation waypoint? No! Oh my god, where is it? I think I might have. I never learned how to navigate this place, honestly. Let me in! Goodbye, cruel world. Just kidding, I'm just switching floors. Literally all I'm doing is switching floors. Alright. Where are we going? Administrative area. Wasn't this the area I just was in? Isn't this literally where I just was? Oh my god. Now where do I go? To yet another elevator.
Time to go.
I don't ever know how to teleport in this game, I swear. You'd think I would have learned by now. But no. I never learned, apparently. Chad, I swear we'll get there eventually. This might be a long journey, but it's not the only journey we'll take. Go, go, Kazuha!
Did Neuvillette just walk by?
Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just don't. Just don't.
Time to go.
But I guess Neuvillette really would stand out because he's like a color palette of white, blue, and like dark blue. Against all the brown of this place, yeah. Alright.
Please rest here for a moment. Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink?
Tea or coffee, either one.
Paimon's not that thirsty, but thanks anyway.
Thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated, which means you have to drink up even before that. I'll bring you some tea. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about.
My thanks. Brysley does have that super fancy tea collection.
Concerned about everyone's health as always.
Well, she's not the head nurse for nothing.
Why aren't you two saying anything?
So, the criminals we passed by earlier?
You noticed them too. The badges they wore on their chests looked quite familiar.
What badges?
Familiar?
I was not paying attention, honestly.
I didn't even realize they were wearing them.
Me and you both, Paimon.
But if both of you say so, let's go ask them about it.
Paimon and I will go. You're not exactly a sight for sore eyes around here.
That's not a bad idea. I will stay here and wait for news from you.
Leave it to me. Alright. Is he walking around the place? Hold on, wait. I want to stay and watch for a bit more. I don't know, for some reason it feels weird to see the characters walking around. Okay. Go!
Time to go.
Go, go! Okay, who are we talking to? Alright. What a badge? I was not paying attention.
Anything you
this
need?
badge? That badge you're wearing.
Oh, this? Are you interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
Oh.
What's that?
We have a very long history, going back as far as 400 years ago.
Oh?
We have never had many members throughout our history, nor do we have much of a reputation, but everyone treats each other like family.
Sus.
Helping each other is our purpose.
Sus.
At the same time, we seek to maintain just dealings as much as possible.
Sounds like a pretty neat organization.
I mean, information is worth like gold in this area.
All we want is to defend ourselves. None of us have ever committed serious crimes, and we're not especially powerful either. We're at a natural disadvantage here in the fortress. But people won't give us a hard time if we stick together.
I see. Alrighty, interesting. Next.
Interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
Nah.
If you'd like to learn more, here's our flyer.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Help each Mutual Aid Network advertisements. Help each other. Do all you can to further justice. Interesting. Do not detest just judgment. The above are the 3 principles of the Mutual Aid Network. All are welcome to join and membership is free. There are no compulsory group events. Mutual Aid Network encourages members to do what they are able, including but not limited to cleaning, exercising, tutoring, and studying. It is hoped that all Mutual Aid Network members will, during their time in the Fortress of Meripede, face up to the crimes they have committed. Encourage each other, support each other, and welcome the future together.
Our slogan may have evolved over the centuries, but our goal has remained unchanged.
You know what your slogan was before this? Cause I kinda wanna know that information.
Here, this book is for you. You're welcome to come and sign up anytime.
Thanks. Okay.
You two look kind of familiar.
I mean, we were here for a couple of weeks? Days? Months? I don't know how long we were here for, but that badge you're wearing.
It's the symbol of the Mutual Aid Network designed by our first president. From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace.
Oh,
I've
boy.
never seen one of those medals for myself, though.
Interesting. Medal of Peace, you say?
The first president of our network was an amazing person. Powerful as he was, he never used his strength against anyone.
Oh my god, it's the
He
guy.
encouraged the weaker criminals to stick together and look out for each other.
What was his name? It started with a V.
All of us have a lot of
The
respect
one who
for him.
murdered for Carol? Is he still alive?
We should have gathered enough
Actually,
information.
I
Let's
shouldn't
head
have
back
asked
and
that
talk to
question.
Neuvillette.
I shouldn't have asked that question because that was 400 years ago and he was only human. Of course he's not alive. Oh, Neuvillette! Oh, he sat down. Hi. I got some info.
Did you manage to gather any intel?
Indeed I have.
The people who award the badges belong to an organization called the Mutual Aid Network. According to them, the badge's design was inspired by the Medal of Peace. Have you seen any of those before?
I have.
I personally crafted 2 of them myself. They were awarded to Carol and Vautrin.
Ah, Vautrin.
Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire. The only one that remained should belong to Vautrin.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the network was inspired by...
Monsieur Neuvillette, His Grace has requested your presence in his office. He's found Domenico.
I think...
All right. Let us talk to him first and get to the bottom of this situation.
Wait. Wait. I want to read the book that I acquired. Is it in here? Yeah. Hold on. Let's read this real quick. Oh, that's just the advertisement. What the heck? Why is the advertisement a book? Okay. Excuse me, I got places to be. Let's go, Kazuha! Woohoo! A reach too far? When opponents are defeated too far away, they might not produce any drops? Why the heck? Why would you do that, Genshin? No wonder. There's much that I still have to learn.
Allow me to introduce this fine gentleman, Domenico.
What were you gonna call him, Brycely? I heard that pause.
Why don't you explain everything to him?
Neuvillette?
Yes. The man himself.
What do you want? What are you gonna do? Kill me?
I don't know. It depends on your answers.
Calm down. I merely want to ask you a few questions.
I mean, right. We're only here for questions.
Was it your idea to send that letter to a Melusine?
Oh?
Hassan has already confessed, so there really isn't any need to keep hiding.
That idiot! I can't believe I trusted him.
So, like, why, though?
Let me ask this another way.
What's your whole deal, bro?
It was your idea to send that letter, correct?
And not someone else's?
Yes.
Who is pulling your strings?
Oh?
What? You're not trying to frame me for something I haven't done, are you?
Well, we'll have to see about that.
It's best if you realize the gravity of your situation. The Chief Justice of Fontaine has been personally investigating your case. I assume your previous attempt to incite unrest at the Fortress of Meripede has something to do with this as well.
I admit I acted on impulse. I'll tell you the truth. But before that, you must ensure my safety.
Is someone threatening you, my guy?
I can do that.
Can you? I mean, I guess as the Chief Justice, he can.
You see, we're all reasonable people here.
Are we?
I only intended to do some small business
Are we
at
truly,
first.
Wesley?
Someone contacted me about delivering some goods and promised me a generous sum of more in return. After making a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Maréchaussée Phantom. They accused me of smuggling prohibited items, and I was put on trial. But I refused to accept any of that. The ignorant can be rightfully absolved from guilt, right? Well, I suspect that someone got me locked up here so they could get their hands on my goods.
Oh.
And then you decided to take revenge on the Melusines? Over that?
You know, ignorance is no excuse, by the way.
My initial target was Neuvillette. Everyone in the Fortress of Meripede was declared guilty by him, after all. So they must more or less hold a grudge against him, right? If I could get them to strike back...
Bro, why would you go after the Chief of Justice himself? That's kind of a...
But for some reason, no one wanted to team up with me. That mutual aid network in particular. What did those nobodies even gain from trying to challenge me? Seriously. In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melazines to salvage things. I recall that Kiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection, so I asked one of the more approachable guards to send a letter, claiming that I meant to contact my family. But the letter was in fact addressed to Essa. I requested that he write a threat letter to Kiara and force it to resign from the Marechaussee Phantom.
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts? Have you been in contact with any suspicious people recently?
Or just people in general?
No. Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling scandal have been caught?
Yes. And that's all I know.
Huh.
Sigewinne, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him later. So, Monsieur Neuvillette, you were concerned that there might be a shadowy faction looking to capitalize on the delicate situation with the Melazines to stir up greater chaos?
Yeah.
Yes. I experienced a similar incident in the past.
I still think
so
that
I had to be prepared for any possibility.
Beyond what was happening with that guy.
And how long ago
brewing.
was this incident?
More than 400 years.
You might be overthinking this.
Nah, I mean, a little bit, but also you gotta realize that if you knew what he knew, he has a valid point.
Time can change a lot of things. Everything's different now.
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melazines you brought to Fontaine were the outliers in society. But in the present day, if someone were to threaten the safety of the Melazines, people wouldn't just sit back and do nothing. I trust that they would make different choices from before.
That's right! We saw lots of people
We did
standing
see
up
proof
for
of that.
Melazines on our way back to the Palais Mermonia.
Monsieur Neuvillette, the Melazines are a species you introduced to Fontaine. How the public treats them is also reflective of their attitude towards you.
And you also confirmed that feeling with the fountain's water feels.
When people refused to place their trust in Melazines, it was because they were still on the fence about you, their unfamiliar Chief Justice. For almost 500 years, you've conducted every trial with impartiality. You made the right judgment each time, regardless of whatever nonsense went on. People no longer have any reservations about you and even consider you a symbol of the law. Right now, your every decision will impact all of Fontaine. In other words, you've gradually transformed the whole nation.
But he's like, but...
Paimon gets it now.
That's the face that
No wonder
Neuvillette has.
I wanted to join forces with Dominico.
Tragedies like that won't ever happen again. Or at least I hope so.
I am undeserving of such high compliments. From my perspective, I have simply been fulfilling my duties. It isn't anything special or worthy of praise. I'm simply fulfilling the promises I've made and searching for answers through my judgments.
Ah.
It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard. The complexity of human emotions and willpower far exceed those of mine. As a matter of fact, I believe that you are the ones who deserve my respect.
There's no need to be so modest. The current state of affairs says it all. You're no longer that outsider you were before. Even if you wished to investigate something on your own, many would take the initiative to lend you a hand.
And many people have, honestly.
I must say that you've made a fair point.
Navia, even the guards.
Thank you for clearing my doubts. Now that the case has been settled, I should get going.
But has the case truly been settled?
Huh? You're leaving?
And so soon, too? Why not stay for a cup of tea?
Thank you for the offer, but I know how this place works all too well. While some are here to redeem themselves, there will inevitably be those who harbor resentment towards me. The less time I spend here, the better. My presence could very well result in an unwanted disturbance.
You know what? He's not wrong.
In that case, I'll have to insist. I still have 2 more things to say.
2 more?
Please, go ahead.
And does it have to do with that mutual aid
The first is about the
organization?
guard who helped Dominico send that letter.
Oh, right.
I know of what you speak. The guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Mermonia's staff. However, as I mentioned earlier, I visited today on personal business. Therefore, I leave that matter in your hands.
Well, that makes things a lot easier.
You're not going to,
Hey now, don't let your imagination run
you know,
wild.
like, beat him up or something.
Those from up there have a tendency to sympathize with others. However, down here, such thoughts will put you at high risk. I'll have a chat with the guard and remind him to take precautions in the future.
Just a chat? Well, I guess a chat with Risley is plenty terrifying enough.
I see no issues with that.
Great! That's one thing out of the way. What's the other thing you wanted to say?
The other thing was born from my own sense of curiosity. Now, I've heard that you investigated the mutual aid network. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. Neuvillette thought their badges looked familiar.
I noticed the small gang as well when I first took over the Fortress of Meripede. They were not great in number, but every member always made sure to stand up for what was right. I've looked into their founder, Vautrin, who once
so
stood
he
trial
was the
and was sentenced to
founder.
imprisonment in the fortress. According to existing documentation, Vautrin remained disciplined throughout his imprisonment. He had never once engaged in physical or verbal aggression.
Well, that's good.
In other words, how he presented himself in prison was very different from his behavior in court.
What?
Doesn't he hate Neuvillette?
During his trial, I could sense that his feelings were complicated. He appeared to be full of resentment, and I believe he had every right to feel that way.
Perhaps he had been putting on an act.
Did he also kind of do some sort of self-sacrifice thing like Carol did?
An act?
Is that what it is?
Neuvillette and Vautrin had a close relationship as superior and subordinate. Vautrin must have known that the Chief Justice would make an impartial judgment. Thus, the more resentment he displayed, the clearer it would be to those present that you were upholding justice.
I see.
And to those who had been sitting on the fence, Vautrin's act was a very meaningful one.
Dang.
That's all from me.
Dang.
Does anyone else have anything to say?
That's all
Now's
from
your
me.
chance.
He doesn't realize what that information means.
I don't have anything to say. Apart from expressing my gratitude, that is.
Aww.
Well then, let us head back. No need to see us off.
It's okay, at least the Traveler understands. And I understand too, Neuvillette.
Please, take care.
Bye-bye, Risley. It was nice seeing you again. Oh, man. When do I get a trial Neuvillette, though? I thought that's something that happens in character quests, but maybe not all of them? Oops. Accidentally dropped something. Oh, we're falling. Hi.
That trial is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But Risley said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me. I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts too. What do you think of me?
Ah, he sounds... he sounds so
Archon
sad.
agrees with everything Risley said.
Same. Honestly, same.
As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials makes an impact on Fontaine. What do you think, Traveler?
Mako, have you seen the King's Avatar? I think not. I don't think I've seen it.
Hey, any comments?
Yeah.
What I really think is...
Oh, Traveler spoke! What is this?
Every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on you. And that's what makes you who you are today.
Oh. As the Hydro Dragon Sovereign, Neuvillette still thinks of himself as an outsider due to his identity. But so much time has passed since then. Perhaps the lines between him and humans have long since blurred.
That is indeed a reasonable assumption.
The Chinese anime? Then I probably haven't seen it. I've only seen very few Chinese anime.
As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself. But I trust your judgment. Since some time ago, I have begun to notice the changes that have occurred upon my person. These changes were not due to any specific occurrence, but emerged as a result of time itself. I will try to contemplate this further. Thank you both.
And thank you for spending and sharing all of this with us. Spending time and sharing all of this.
Oh.
Cutscene.
Huh? It's raining! Oh no! Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
Wait, why did that water droplet sparkle?
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
No, stop! I was wondering if someone was gonna mention that! Was he crying because of the incident? Stop!
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
The Fortress of Mirapede.
Dang, that was a smooth transition.
It's a good place for me.
He owes me so many answers.
Neuvillette? You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
Oh, interesting. We're seeing, like, the beginnings.
How can two completely different species
of
possibly
everything
coexist?
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough,
oh, the
you
Hydro
will be placed
Archon!
to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past. Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette! The rainy season's almost over! The skies are supposed to clear in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
Why would they do this to me? The world is so bright! I'm glad Neuvillette's able to move forward. Man. Okay, sorry, Zolduber. Let's see. King's Avatar is known as one of the best Chinese anime, but one of my favorite Chinese anime is Spare Me Great Lord. It's funny. Oh, I honestly had no clue, but because it's known as one of the best, I'm inclined to see it just because of that. To see if it truly is the best.
Yep, we
Or
got a person who said that
really
threatening
good.
letter.
Anyways.
Risley said he'd keep a close eye on him, so the Melusines should be safe now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Everything, fortunately enough, was resolved peacefully.
Sorry for dragging you all into this.
There's no need to apologize.
It's esports anime? Esports!
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own accord.
By the way, where's Kiara?
At the Palais Marmonia. More than 50 people offered to protect her.
Dang!
Some even hid within the bushes to look out for danger.
Sheesh!
I was worried that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy. So I asked her to stay inside the Palais. It's very safe in there.
True.
What a relief.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled. To celebrate this joyous occasion, Monsieur Neuvillette, would you be interested in an exclusive interview?
Oh, Charlotte. Always after your interviews.
That's not how you celebrate.
I will consider it.
Oh! He will consider it!
Really?
Of course. My schedule is full for the following weeks, but I should be available next month.
Next month? Man.
Come up with questions during the intervening days, and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
Charlotte cannot believe her eyes. That's what that was. Her mind is speeding at 3 million miles per minute.
Yes! Thank you so much, Monsieur!
She cannot believe this!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communique to publicize our investigation results. I hope it will assuage the concerns of all.
It probably will. Oh, we gotta talk to everyone now. It's about the story of King's Avatar is the world's greatest player of glory. Grand MMORPG returns back to square one. Oh. You could watch it for the next anime watch along after Pandora Hearts. Maybe, if more people vote on it.
Oh, an exclusive interview! Am I dreaming? What should I ask him? Don't let anything hold you back. Make the most of this opportunity and ask away.
Oops.
I agree. He'll decline any question he can't answer anyway, so you might as well give all of them a shot.
All the questions! No holds barred! That's funny. Return to Palais Marmonia. Alright, let's go. Palais Marmonia. Speaking of which, we need to figure out what to do for the 200 sub special. I have some ideas, but I think we're wrapping up the story quest soon, so we'll talk about it in a bit. King's Avatar is like the Sword Art Online-ish of Chinese anime. Oh. I see. I see. Hello, Neuvillette.
Time to go.
Excuse me, I know I shouldn't run through these halls, but I must hurry. Oh, Kiara! Oh. Kiara? Wake up! We're here!
Kiara?
Aw. Yes, it's such a soft voice.
Monsieur Neuvillette? Sorry, I accidentally fell asleep.
It's quite all right. I'm here to tell you that we have caught the sender of that threatening letter. You're safe now.
Thank you, Monsieur. And thank you too, Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
Big Sis
Paimon!
Paimon!
So nice
I'm still
to
not
me,
over that.
So I've always felt really safe.
Do you remember Domenico? He was the sender of that letter.
Let me think. I can't remember. My memory isn't that good, so I easily forget things.
That's okay. Wait. Kiara.
By the way, I saw Carol in my dreams just now. Where's she gone, by the way? I haven't seen her in a long time.
No, don't worry about it. She's just on an extended vacation. Oh.
In my dream, she looked really happy. She held my hand and said, "Kiara, our dreams have finally come true!
And
I can't remember what our dreams were anymore, and I don't know why. But I felt really happy too.
So are Melusines also immortal?
I can sense your joy. It is indeed a delightful moment.
Monsieur Neuvillette, are you happy too?
I think he's probably feeling pretty bittersweet right now, maybe a little sorrowful.
Oh, I almost forgot. Am I allowed to go out now? I promised to model for Alov.
Of course. Off you go.
See you next time, Monsieur, Traveler, and Big Sis Paimon.
Bye-bye, Kiara. It was a pleasure meeting you.
See you next time.
Spare Me, Great Lord has amazing animation. I think they dropped half the budget of the whole anime in the opening. I can send the opening in anime chat? Sure, go ahead. I think I've seen that opening, though. The one that you're talking about. Because I have the song saved. That is
my night.
not what I meant to do. Oh my god. Neuvillette, I'm so sorry. This is gonna make a mess of your office. How do I... Oh, there we go. Oh my god. That was my bad. I'm so sorry, sir. I swear it was not intentional.
I once thought that time was of no consequence to me. Distance yourself from others and stay focused on your work. A few years or a few hundred, it's all the same. But after all this, I've realized that perhaps this way of thinking is fundamentally flawed. The passing of time has its own consequences. The answer that I've been searching for amongst all those lives. Perhaps it's life itself.
Perhaps indeed. Well, Mr. Neuvillette, I'll leave you to your thoughts. Thanks for allowing me to join on this journey, and man, I myself will be left with a lot of thoughts. But yeah, I think I've seen that anime opening. Is that it? Is that... He doesn't have like a part 2 of his story quest or anything? Nope. That's it for now. Guys, I still have all of these Fontaine story... Or not Fontaine. Sumeru's story quests that I have yet to do. And Baiju's story quests. And just everything in general. The second half is insane? Well, we've wrapped up, Mr. Neuvillette's story quest. I may or may not have teared up a couple of times. You guys will never know. That was... You know, I did know that the story quest was gonna be about Melusines, but dang, I didn't know it was gonna be that tragic and, like, life-searchy. This is... I like the BGM of Genshin, so I just kind of want to talk about things while we just peer out into the world at this spot right here. But let me actually pull up to see if I have indeed seen that anime opening. Let me check. Maybe if Discord will open. Let me check, hold on.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Why, thanks, Kazuha. I think I would greatly enjoy it. Okay. It's taking me 1,000,000 years to get to the Discords, but I'm almost there.
Welcome to Palais Mermonia.
Ah, yes. I have seen the opening. Oh my god, that took me way too long, but I have indeed seen the opening. It's pretty crazy. The reason I found out about it actually
this scenery is
was
wonderful.
because I saw so many people from
Surely
Twitter
enough to
just
convince
posting
anyone
it.
to become a
Like,
wanderer.
the same clip over and over again, and I was like, okay, I gotta find out what this was about. The actual anime itself was okay, I'd say, story-wise. I only watched a couple episodes and kind of grew bored of it, so I didn't continue. But the opening's great. The opening's fantastic. That's just my personal feelings towards it. You know, it could be different for different people and stuff like that. But with that being said, we did finish Mr. Neuvillette's story quest, so let us move on to chatting a little bit about what we should do for the 100, not 100, the 200 subs special. Woohoo! So I've come up with a couple of ideas. Nothing too solid yet, but if you guys could let me know what you think about said ideas, that would be great. So, basically the first idea I had, I was like, since this is a celebration
Wherever
with chat.
in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home.
Kazuha?
This blade.
Oh.
It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Yes, that's true. Thanks, Kazuha. Anyways, the first idea that I had is just to play like some sort of game with chat. You know, we haven't done any games with chat in a while, and I know that it can be quite enjoyable to do that every once in a while. So I was thinking that we could do just a stream where we just do various games with chats, and maybe some of my friends will also join in the festivities. That was my first idea. My second idea was to write a story with chat, since I'm someone that mainly likes to focus on the stories of games and also like telling my own stories. I was like, what would happen if I allowed chat to run free and we just come up with the story concept and maybe write like a loose outline for it and see how that goes. I personally thought that would be a fun idea, but I don't know what you guys might think about it. So that's everything that I'm saying right now is not official. It's just ideas that I came up with on the whim. And then my last idea that I had is just that, just like last time where chats chose like different options, they chose for me to play a horror game, which I hadn't really done before, and I did play a horror game and I suffered through it, but I did get through it. I was like, what if chats chose like, instead of like a horror game, just like a really difficult game for me to try out, and then I just try to see how well I do with said game. Just because my mind was thinking about just like how things happened with the horror game last time. So I was like, what if I gave chat the choice of voting for a really difficult game and then just seeing me struggle with said game for like for a stream was just my last idea. So if you guys like any of these ideas or want to like combine any of these ideas in any way or something, please let me know. If not, all I can ask for is that if you guys have any ideas that you would really like to see, please let me know. And either Discord or the community tab posts where I talked about the 200 subscribers. Thanks for the 200 subscribers, or via Twitter's through my general or live hashtag. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. And if you liked any of them, also let me know.
Around,
you can also comment on the stream as well if you got this far.
If you wish to hear it.
If you liked any of the ideas. But it has interesting combat, the anime. I don't remember the combat. I watched it like a long time ago. If you play Goose Goose Duck, the biggest difficulty is getting me out of your ears. But I wanted to like, yeah, I mean, I guess. Honestly, the biggest difficulty with me and Goose Goose Duck is making sure that the same person doesn't get duck 5 to 10 times in a row. Because for some reason, every time I host a Goose Goose Duck game, the RNG for choosing duck is just absolutely terrible. It always chooses the same person, even if I have like 20 people playing. I don't understand the logic behind it, but That's just been my luck with Goose Goose Duck so far. But I don't know, we could also just do like community games. I don't know, it really just depends on what people want to choose and stuff like that. So but yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say, really. I will probably be putting up a poll with those ideas tomorrow, where I'll have 3 ideas that I had, and then another poll, another option where if anyone has any other ideas that they want to share, they can vote on that and then comment on the post to let me know about their idea. That's about it, really. And then whenever something gets voted upon, we shall do that. Because I know not everyone could come to the stream today, so for those who couldn't join, then they can vote via those methods. So, oh, and then again, for anyone who missed it, I am not streaming tomorrow. That was a mistake. That was a mistake on the schedule. I'm gonna make an announcement post after this for anyone who misses the stream. But I am not streaming tomorrow. I actually meant to put Hades on Saturday instead of Friday. So that was my bad, my wrong scheduling mistake. So Hades will be at the same time, but it will be on a different day. I'll be on Saturday instead. But that's all I really have to say. Thank you so much to everyone who joined me today on today's stream, even though we had a bit of a rough start with weird lag and dropping of frame rates and whatnot. But I hope that for the most part you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for visiting my corner of the forest, and I will see you all not on Friday, but on Saturday for Hades. And we'll see how that goes. I haven't really played roguelikes before,
The
so
scenery is
I have no clue how I'll do.
Surely enough to convince
I hope you
anyone
guys
to
all
become
have a
wanderer.
wonderful day or night. See you next time. Bye-bye.